Move on with this vlog, I have something to tell you if you don't already know. March 22nd to the 24th, I'll be holding the largest wholesaling real estate event in Dallas, Texas. I'm bringing you the top producers and top gurus around the country. And not only that, I have a special guest speaker, somebody that I look up to. Gary V is gonna be in the building. So make sure you take your time and purchase your tickets now to the event in the link below. And enjoy the vlog. I want to break down the business to simplify, and then what I'm going to do today, tonight, and tomorrow. So what I want to do for tomorrow's meeting is I want to give everybody in the office an overview of the process of how, when a lead comes in, who handles what, who does what. Not necessarily go into great detail, but sort of like how we have it out there, and I'll put it into a mind map so that we can all do it. But for us, I want to break down. You mind writing this for me, Orlando? Yeah. Let me see if this not. Maybe this one. Not yet. Try to do it like in here. All right. Maybe that's better. My head right. So do a quad, like a line like this, because I'm gonna write on four sides. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna break this business down into 4 quadrants. Yeah. So in the box 1, put marketing. Box 2, don't matter where it is, acquisitions. And box 3, admin, yeah. And that's all the administration stuff. And then box 4, right? Okay. So let's start looking at, and then as you do that, let's start underneath the marketing. We'll start writing down our marketing, right? So we do PPC, bandit signs, and then put web right next to it, put web, and then slash, put WOM, word of mouth. Yeah. And then you have everybody in the office plus outside people doing deal machine. So deal machine / driving for dollars. The deal machine, and then you have RVM / REI rail.
Man, there's a lot of tools, huh?
Correct. And how many of them are we using? Like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Now that we have employees,
We should try to make it work.
Exactly. So we can do more of it.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal.
Yeah, I mean, we got why do it halfway?
Correct.
It has to work properly.
Yeah.
No, but like we said, you do it until you can't do it by yourself anymore.
Yeah, you start firing yourself.
You delegate it.
You have to.
Others.
You have
but
to.
I guess what we're trying to get in a better understanding right now is how to take everything out of his head, put it into actual material that a person can come in off the street and just follow it day by day.
And that's the whole thing of growing, is you have to get it off of your head into paper and video format so that everybody can follow the things to do. So yeah, so on the acquisition side, you have to look and say, so we have the sales team.
So sales team first?
Yeah, inside sales. Put inside sales, yeah. Right, so those are our in-house cold callers and stuff like that.
Inside sales team.
Then you have the acquisitions team.
And what is the acquisition team?
That's the people that go out and actually go to the properties. And
Actually talk to, they close the deal, I guess.
Okay. Deal closers?
So now, I know in box 1 we wrote down what marketing strategies, but these are, now we're talking not necessarily what and who they are, but also steps. So in acquisitions, you got to have the sales team, you got to have the acquisitions team, right? But then we need to focus on things like our contracts. We need to focus on, you get what I'm saying? So it's not, I know in block 1 we put down the things we do, right? Because it just makes the most sense. What marketing tactics do we use in block 1? But in block 2, when you start talking about acquisitions, yeah, we can talk about the people, right? The nouns.
So if you want to go in a subdivision?
I guess you can always do an acquisitions as like flips or rentals or subject tos. You can break that.
Yeah, so it's like different types of different. So, but before we get there, no, Alana, you can still start marking it A, B, and C because I don't think it really like.
A, B, C.
So keep going with
Yeah, I would keep going because now these are things that I have to like. So
no, I was wondering if you wanted to break down acquisition into another subcategory because you were saying.
I don't think so.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
C.
Because so C would be like contracts.
Okay.
So we need to make sure all our contracts are done on 2 ways, either through our digital signature app or on paper, preferably. But some older people need to have the right on paper, right?
So digital or paper.
Yeah. Right. So on our contracts, no. That's I'm thinking. What are some other things?
I mean, what part is where we have a contact with the attorney, you know?
That's an admin.
So what was the sales team doing under acquisitions? Because you said the acquisition team is the deal closers.
Yeah.
What is the sales team doing?
They're qualifying.
Calling people. I mean, or
calling, qualifying, and scheduling. They're calling, qualifying, and scheduling.
this actually once you got the contact, right? Because the other one is getting the contacts, getting then.
Well, so they could be calling organic leads from the leads we pull from the courthouse.
Calling, qualifying, and
Scheduling. So basically what I'm saying, these 4 boxes is everything that the wholesaling business needs. Your marketing, your acquisitions, your admin, your dispositions.
So we're marketing now to acquire,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how we go about acquiring.
Yeah, how we go about the things, how we go about it, and the things we use to do it, and the people we use it, the people, the personnel, the how to, and what we use to do it.
Okay,
And-
so the inside sales team, they call qualified schedule acquisition team or the deal closers. So they set the-
And they're not above getting on the phones either. So it's not they're just sitting around here waiting for appointments.
so
It's just
they
that
wear
they,
different hats.
yeah. So I didn't make this up. I got this from a guy named Tyler out in Florida, where he breaks down his business into 4 parts, and that's just the same. It's the same thing. It's a smart way to look at it. So let's move to 3 real quick, and we'll come back to 2. So admin is contact with seller. Because now they converted from a lead to seller. So the point that they're doing right there is once the contract is acquired, it's Addie that goes and has the constant contact with the seller until we get all the way to closing. She's the one setting the expectation. Like, hey, we just got the contract. We're going to send out the due diligence money. I'm going to be your point of contact here. Anytime you have any questions, you call me. I'm going to make sure that the scheduling goes forward. I'm going to be working with the attorney.
Because that's the way you...
Also maintenance of property.
Yeah, because...
Also, that would be, I guess, the maintenance of the property. Getting electrical.
If we decide to keep it.
And once we have the property, that's once it closes, huh?
Yeah, that's all once depends on what we do with the disposition side of the property.
That's once it closes.
Because ones we can do flips, we can do sub twos, we can do flips or wholesale.
So is the dispositions like anything that you're actually physically doing to the house? Is that what you're putting on the dispositions?
No, disposition is basically how we get rid of it.
How we get rid of it. So where is the process where you're actually doing stuff to the house? Like you're cleaning your...
So what everybody has to realize is that this company is a wholesale company. Once we disposition it to somebody else or ourselves, it's a whole nother company. You get what I'm saying?
Good view.
Yeah, because we can go through the whole process. Like, for example, you look at Maryland and you look at Briar Run. It came through the same marketing channel. It came through marketing, acquisitions, admin, and we decided the deal was too good to wholesale it because we could have wholesaled and made 20,000 like this, easy. But we decided to keep it and do that. So we actually, our disposition was to sell it to ourselves.
Okay.
Right? And it was
compartmentalized.
yeah, and it gone and went somewhere else. Now you look at London Lane, we dispositions, we bought it, and we're gonna stick it on the MLS. So admin contact with the seller.
And when we say admin, what are we referring to?
Administrative stuff, like paper, like the.
So let's say we have a house under contract. We give the documentation to Addie. Addie will give it to Tammy, and then Addie will,
Tammy as an attorney. So
yeah, and Addie will call the client, say, you know, I'm going to be your point of contact from now on until close.
So Addie is the administrator.
Point of
in this one.
yeah.
Okay.
She'll be the point of contact.
So she's gonna make contact with the seller.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna make sure the.
She's going to service the contract, sort of, right?
Yeah, she's gonna service. She is yeah.
Disposal.
So admin services contract.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be bad.
Basically.
She also makes sure that checks are written per contract. So like your due diligence checks and your earned money checks. She can't send that contract downstairs. She can't send the contract to the attorney. Now, I'm just giving you steps.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I said, so this is the overview, and then each one we need to break down that process one inside of either written description or video or both.
Okay.
Right? So she needs to make so we're saying admin person needs to make contact with the seller. That's a very broad thing.
Okay.
And when we break it down, we're going to tell her when she should contact them. No, we're going to give straight instructions. When you should contact them, how often you should contact them, what you should say when you contact them, right? That's all.
I'm saying. So you will have A, but then you have like 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, like under A. You know,
Yeah.
say like this is the subcategory. This is how you break contact with sellers down.
And then you have scheduled closing with attorney.
Then you're gonna break that down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So with a contract, the two things, when we get a house under contract, there's two pieces of money that we have guaranteed within the contract before closing.
So issues checks.
Yeah, you can say that. And that will be the earnest money check and the disposition due diligence check.
Yeah. Which I didn't give this guy because I don't know if he's.
Yeah, we can't give you.
Documentation is proper.
Correct.
Earnest and what?
Due diligence.
Just put due deal.
DD or due.
We know what that is. Yeah. And then let's move on to, until we get any deeper, let's move to dispositions.
Okay.
So dispositions
Will be as, you know.
actually in acquisitions as well too, they have to make sure a lockbox is on the property. Right? They have to be responsible for that part. Don't get a contract and pass it to Addie and you don't, or not. Because in Podio, you're supposed to put what the box combination is anyways. Right? So then we go down to dispositions, and that's where we go to picture or media of house. That I think that's probably better. And then we can break down what the media is, which is pictures, videos, and media, house media. Right. So when you do house media, obviously though that's pictures, videos, and description. And I hate writing descriptions for properties. I hated it when I was a realtor.
I know.
I hate that. I hate because I'm.
Me at least, you know, you got a good.
No man, you're probably better. I hate writing fluff.
Yeah.
My emails are like a sentence or two.
That's right to the point. Right?
Yeah. Great house, great location. Want me to say?
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, you saw when I wrote on Town Park.
I didn't. I'm just not a descriptive writer like that.
Yeah, creative writer.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not me.
That's weird because you're a creative guy.
Yeah, but writing is not a strong suit of mine. So then we go back up to, so you look up there to the disposition side, look up like in the blue, what we had in the blue. Yeah, so
The contract pictures, box, picture legit,
list on website.
blast.
Yeah, list on website first. because you have nothing to blast if you don't have it on the website.
Okay, gotcha.
Did those people move from Lake Spring?
Yeah, I closed on it, yes, Friday.
Oh, I know, but I didn't.
I only gave them the money if they moved out.
Cool, good idea. How much did you give them? Did you give them money?
Yeah, I gave them an extra $1,300.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you go see it?
No, not yet. I'm gonna go see it today. So the bottom line is, now that we know exactly what we're looking at as far as like for the actual the steps needed, I'll take my time and I'll detail each step between, I mean, obviously I can't do that between today and tomorrow, but I'll take my time and I'll go over that and try to get it all done by the end of the week.
It's so hot in here, huh?
Yeah, because we're making money. You get hot when you make money. You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so what you have just seen is like a strategy session with upper management on how we break down, and stuff that I have to go do is document every single part of your business. I believe you guys should go document every single part of your business. The quadrant idea just blinked into my head when I was having a conversation with Tyler Austin, and I decided to write it down and do it myself. So crazy idea, crazy do it. But you should go do it yourself. Write down your business in 4 quadrants, and then actually go break down what each quadrant is, and then you can start creating videos and what it is that your business needs. Get the information out of your head and on paper.